What's going on, Jerome's? So Vikings rookie minicamp goes down this weekend, and there's some questions about who is there, what goes on, and that stuff we're going to talk about today. Now, they haven't released a full roster of who's going to be there. Generally, it's about 40 to 50 players, but as of right now, we don't have a full list. But we'll get into that. But it's always good to see the rookies, the draft picks, the UDFAs getting on the field for the first time. Of course, super fired up to see J.J. McCarthy take his first step towards Canton, as well as Dallas Turner just getting after him, man. So it's going to be awesome. I have a lot of hope for this rookie class. Hopefully, it doesn't turn out like 2022. It's hard to believe that Ed Ingram is the best draft pick from this picture. It is what it is. Anyways, but of course, in the pantheon of UDFAs, I mean, this is a very important weekend for undrafted free agents because the UDFA tryouts have a chance to make an impression. UDFA tryouts from previous years include Adam Thielen, Marcus Sherrills, CJ Ham, etc., as well as some of the other undrafted free agents like Ivan Pace Jr., John Randall. This is where you start building your reputation with the coaches. This is where you start rising up in the eyes of the team, and it's an important weekend. And even if it seems like a bit of a throwaway, but it certainly is not. So who is there? Generally about 40 to 50 players, so the team can run a full practice. And it's a mix of draft picks, select young players that need a little bit more seasoning at the coach's discretion, undrafted free agents, as well as there's going to be a gaggle of UDFA tryout players. So like Thielen, like Sherrills, like CJ Ham, guys that didn't get the UDFA contract, didn't get that guaranteed money, didn't get that bonus, but are here on a tryout basis. Now, I feel like the hit rate with UDFA tryouts who were signed to the 90-man is a lot higher than just standard UDFAs because they already passed through one level of screening on the field in front of the coaches and decision makers. So that's how Thielen, CJ, and Sherrills got going. So like it's certainly not. It's certainly common where you see UDFA trial players take a 90-man spot from a guy that was signed as a UDFA. And also sometimes it's UDFA guys that had signed for decent money. I mean, draft evaluators talk about this all the time. Like, that's why, well, you could just watch tape and watch film and watch, sure, that's part of it. But seeing a player in person, you immediately know if they're a player or not. Generally, that's why they always travel to pro days and all this stuff. But it's funny, like some UDFAs, even with significant guarantees for undrafted players, they could just be gone after rookie camp, just 90-man roster spot gone. Also, it's going to be interesting. So you're going to see a couple of veteran free agents as well, guys looking to make an impression. And there's some notable players that are in some of these rookie minicamps around the league, guys that you would recognize, but they're just trying to make an impression, just like everyone else, and trying to get onto a 90-man roster and have a chance to impress further at OTAs, minicamp, as well as perhaps even the start of training camp. Now, what do they do? Who's your daddy? What does he do? Minicamp with rookies. So full team practice, all phases, and again, that's why they generally like to have 40 to 50 players so they can run a full team practice. Coaches on the fields, coaches in meeting rooms, and you know that Kevin O'Connell and company are just championing at the bit. It's like the first time he's going to be able to coach J.J. McCarthy and the rest of the team on the field. It's going to be great. And Dan Orlovsky has talked about this, where they throw everything at these rookies. Like, the entire playbook is going to be installed. So Orlovsky said that the installation goes in 3 chunks. So rookie minicamp, mandatory minicamp, start of training camp. And it really is drinking from a fire hose. And a lot of these college players, I mean, some of them come from big-time programs, yes, but NFL playbook, especially a sophisticated offense like Kevin O'Connell, a very intricate defense like Brian Flores, it's a lot to digest. But basically, it's just seeing how much these players can absorb in the meeting rooms, and then seeing it translate onto the field, and that's how you make an impression. No contact, obviously, but there's going to be one-on-ones, 5-on-5, 7-on-7, 11 versus 11. So basically everything that you would see at a mini camp or a slice of training camp is going down this weekend with these rookies. And like I said, it's a great spot to make a big-time first impression, and I do think that a handful of these Vikings draft picks are going to be looking good. But also, of course, since we are the franchise of undrafted players, just like which of these guys can step up? Which of these guys can be like, So we're hearing that Ty James is looking really good. We're hearing that Jerome Flax is absorbing like 17 different defenders. Move him to nose tackle. Maybe that'll work out now. But Gabe Murphy just completely blowing up Spencer Rowland, or Dwight McLaughlin just completely putting the screws to Ty James or Jalen Naylor. We'll see. We'll see, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings rookie minicamp is going down this weekend. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.